Hello everybody, welcome here to round number 4 of the 2014 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. After a great race last week at Las Vegas with two teammates going door to door for the win, we come to Thunder Valley, Bristol Motor Speedway for tonight's Food City 250. For the first time ever, the NASCAR Nationwide Series first race at Bristol is under the lights. Both races this year will be under the lights, which will brings, I think, some more exciting racing. Night racing, I really prefer night racing over day racing, at least at Bristol. Elliott Sadler in the 11 is the pole center for today's race. Following beside him is Brendan Gaughan, who started on the pole last week at Vegas. Row 2 is Denny Hamlin in the 77 and Sam Hornish in the number 12. And rounding out the top 5, the highest rookie in qualifying, it was Ryan Reed. He'll roll off on the 5th spot. Alongside is another rookie, Ty Dillon, in the 3. Let's take you through the field to show the rest of your starting grid. Starting 7th is the 22, Brad Keselowski. In 8th, a great qualifying run for Ryan Sieg. He will start in 8th. Austin Dillon and Regan Smith, your top 10. James Buescher is 11th. And a great qualifying run for Landon Castle. He will start in 12th. Jeb Burton making his debut in the 2014 season. He will start 13th. Dakota Armstrong 14th. Ryan Scott, Casey Kane, Darrell Wallace Jr. will start 17th, making his first start of 2014. Chad Hockenbrock, Trevor Bayne, and points leader Chris Buescher, your top 20. Justin Allgaier and Kyle Larson last week's winner. Tanner Berryhill and Drew Herring. Kenny Wallace and Kevin Swindell, Miguel Paludo in the 30, Reed Sorensen, John West Townley, and Joe Nemechek. Top 30, Michael Annett making his first start of the season, driving for Tommy Baldwin Racing, Jeremy Clements, Mike Bliss, Jamie Dick, Jason White, Brian Salas, Mike Wallace, David Starr, Dexter Stacy, Mike Harmon, Joey Gase, and Mary Eve Default will complete the 42 starters in today's race. Your points, Chris Buescher, we already said that he is the points leader. He had a 2-point lead on Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch is not driving tonight. Third in points would be Kyle Larson. Fourth in points would be Justin Allgaier, but Larson and Allgaier are not running the full season as well. So the nationwide regulars, second in points would be Drew Herring, 12 points behind Chris Buescher. And let's go back into the starting grid and show them some drivers who are making their return or debut. Default is back in the 79. David Starr is back in the 01 for today's race. We also have Michael Annett making his first start of the season. John West Townley in the 25 team is back. Sorensen's back in the 9. Paludo making his first start of the season, driving the 30. And that's pretty much all the ones I did not mention when we got done with the starting grid. So, Elliott Sadler's on the pole, Brendan Gaughan second. Now let's take you down trackside and get the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the engines will be getting fired up, they're getting their final words of advice from the crew chiefs, the spotters, and everybody on the teams. Now the pace car will peel off pit lane. We'll take you to the green flag in just a moment. Okay, we are going green. So all 42 cars were able to start their engines. Ryan Ellis, Hal Martin, Kevin LePage, and TJ Bell did not make the field. 3 of them were key motorsports entries. As they come off turn 4, the green flag is out. We're underway from Bristol. And Elliott Sadler got a real good jump there. Coming off turn 2 is where everybody seems to have their trouble. And there goes Darrell Wallace. Oh no, Darrell Wallace, and he comes up into Michael Annett. That's going to cause a huge crash off turn 2. A lot of guys are bouncing off the wall, and the caution is out here on lap number 1. Darrell Wallace Jr. got turned by somebody. I was not able to tell who, but came up the track into Michael Annett, who was making his debut 2014 in the Nationwide Series. And there's Darrell Wallace This team was second in the owner standings, since this is not good for the 54 team. David Starr is involved. Mike Bliss, Jeremy Clements. Clements was up inside the top 15 in points. Annette and a lot of damage on the 52 of Brian Salas, 25 John West Townley, Jamie Dick in the 23. Also, they are also victims of this crash. There's Darrell Wallace. Probably the biggest one out of these guys is Wallace. Then there's Annette. This 23 team, they're outside the top 30 in points. Remember, you got to be inside the top 30 in points to have a automatic locked-in spot heading out into Texas, which is race 6. Yeah. And it looks like Brian Salas in the 52 will take his car behind the wall. Darrell Wallace and Mike Bliss has also took their cars behind the wall. Now it did start with Darrell Wallace, but let's see how this all got started as Jamie Dick, Mike Lynette, and David Starr are exiting pit road. It's good for them to be able to drive their, so they might be able to come. Let's see, be able to return. And it looks like it's gonna be Trevor Bain. Wallace tries to give enough room to Casey Kane, but Trevor Bain was right there and ends up clipping Darrell Wallace. Hard impact on driver's side, and there's John West Townley. He got turned by Michael Annette, and Annette's gonna pretty much pay the price as he ends up running into Darrell Wallace. There's Mike Bliss getting involved, Jeremy Clements, Jamie Dick. This Annette comes back up the track, and who is that? 51 of Clements goes upside down. Mike Harmon makes contact. David Starr. Mary Dave Default does a nice job getting by on the inside. And John West Townley, there he is in 25. We saw him get turned by Mike Lynette. I don't believe anybody clobbered him. Let's see. No, but I don't think so. No, no one hit somebody. He did take a hard head-on impact into the inside wall. I believe that is a safer barrier. So let's ride on with a 51. Let's ride on with a few cars, beginning with Jeremy Clements. Nowhere to go for the 51 as he was just minding his own business, and then the 19 came up the track, and I was going with the 54, Darrell Wallace. That's what brought out the first caution. Let's take you back to the green flag. We're not going to go to live action just yet. We're just kind of fast forward it, make sure we do not miss the restart. Okay, it looks like the lights are out. It'll be Sadler gone, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Reed up to 4th, and Austin Dillon in the top 5. Then it's Hornish, James Busher, Ty Dillon, Keselowski, and Jed Burton. Top 10. Ryan Sieg is 11th. Brian Scott, Regan Smith, Dakota Armstrong, Trevor Bain, Casey Kane, Allgaier, Kenny Wallace, Paludo, and Landon Castle, the top 20. Here's the rest of the field. Mike Lynette and David Starr are still on the track. Out of the race are the 52 of Brian Salas, 19 of Mike Bliss, 54 of Darrell Wallace, and the 51 of Jeremy Clements. Gonna have to watch the 8 and the 01, see how slow they will be. There's Austin Dillon trying to pass him on the outside. Horner's going to the inside, and the Horner's got real loose. And it looks like somebody's on pit road. 32, Kyle Larson, last week's winner, is on pit road, and there's Tanner Berryhill in the wall. Oh, almost got turned by Mike Wallace. Now Ryan Sieg's in the wall. Comes down. There goes Ryan Sieg around. Can he save it? Oh no, he's going to come up the track and it's went down. That's going to cause a crash. Now they're all wrecking. Joey Gase is upside down. They're going to be, oh, Sadler gone. Watch out. This is not going to end well. Slowing down. There's Annette. Joey Gase went upside down. Kevin Swindell. Ryan Sieg got turned, came back up the track. I don't know why he came back up the track. That could have been a nice save, but chose not to do that. Let's go back and see what happened with 39 to Ryan Sieg. Got turned. Oh, I see he's in the wall already. Got in the wall. He restarted 11th, and there's Trevor Bain. He pretty much turns to 39, but comes back up the track, and it's Swindell. Reads to Sorensen, makes some contact. Jason White. Heavy duty damage on the front end of that 40 car. This team is outside the top 30 in order points. 24. There's a 39. It's like the 40 and the 24 will probably get the worst of it because Joey Gase, he went upside down. So I had no idea what's going to go on with the 24, but there's Kyle Larson. He was on pit road. He fell like 3 laps down, so there's Landon Castle. He's been in the wall. Let's go back one more time with Ryan Sieg. Did he get forced into the outside wall? Let's go. Here he is. He's running 11th. Regan Smith goes underneath. So Sieg just kind of overdrives it. Gets right in the marbles and gets stuck in the wall. Tries to come down. That's not safe, but then ends up coming up into Swindell, Nemechek, Wallace, Harmon. Just default doesn't. So he does another nice job getting by. And then there's Harmon and Gase who are slow. But let's get ready to go back green. This is a 50 lap race, so this race can go by quickly. Alright, be Elliott Sadler, your leader. Brendan Gaughan, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, and James Bush are your top 5. Ryan Reed, Sam Hornish, Ty Dillon, Jeb Burton, and Regan Smith, your top 10. Keselowski, Dakota Armstrong, Kenny Wallace, Brian Scott, Casey Kane. Ryan Sieg is back in 16th. Trevor Bain, Justin Allgaier, Landon Castle, and Miguel Paludo, your top 20. Hockenbrock, Herring, Chris Bussert, Nemechek, and Reed Sorensen, your top 25. Can't really tell who's out of the race right yet. I believe the 40 of Jason White is the only car out of the race as the green flag is back out. About 35 laps remaining. Sadler gets another great jump there on his restart. How slow will some of these guys be? There's Hornish. He's in the wall. Can he get off? There's Keselowski. Oh, Hornish is able to hold on, but he's going to lose a lot of spots. There's a 23 of Jamie Dick. He's on pit road. And oh, they're getting squished together. 7:29. They're having some car saves. They're going to come back up the track. Swindell. There goes Ty Dillon around. They're not giving no one space. That's what they need here at Bristol. They need their own space, and the caution will come back out once again. David Starr, Nemechek, Castle's off pace. Oh, what a horrible luck for the 4 team. They had a great qualifying effort. Started in 12th. Not really having the day he wanted, so neither is Swindell. There's Hornish, Casey Kane, Ty Dillon all back here. So let's see how this all got started. So I believe it was Kenny Wallace and Regan Smith and Ty Dillon. They just not get off each other. They're like, what, 5 wide? Yeah, 5 wide. Here at Bristol, that's not gonna work. Yeah, right here. Ty Dillon on the outside, Smith in the middle, Kenny Wallace on the bottom. Kenny Wallace, the only one who's able to drive away. Regan Smith does, but he catches the outside wall, and there's Ty Dillon goes. Oh, there's Castle making his contact. Nemechek and default once again is able to slip by on the inside. But that's what brought up caution and trying to get on live action. We're just going to show it once. Okay, we are officially now live. Let's get you a full rundown. Elliott Sadler is your leader. Brendan Gaughan is second. Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, and now James Bush are your top 5. 6th is Jed Burton. Kenny Wallace is now 7th. Brian Scott, Brad Keselowski, and Trevor Bayne who top 10. 11th is Dakota Armstrong. 12th is Miguel Paludo. Justin Allgaier's 13th. Regan Smith 14th. Chris Buescher, Ryan Sieg, Drew Herring, Ryan Reed, Chad Hockenbrock, and Reed Sorensen in top 20. Dexter Stacy, nice run for the double zero. He is 21st. John was Townley 22nd. Tanner Berryhill, Mike Wallace, Mario Default in top 25. Joey Gase 26th, and Ty Dillon is going to be 27th. Horners 28th. Casey Kane 29th. Nemechek will be 30th. Michael Annett is being shown 31st, 1 lap down. Mike Harmon is being shown 32nd, 1 lap down. 33rd is David Starr, 1 lap down. Kevin Swindell is now 34th, 1 lap down. Landon Castle has took his car behind the wall, so tough break for the 4 car. Kyle Larson is 3 laps down, and Jamie Dick, who's been coming on and off pit road, is 4 laps down. Alright, so we are now live, so we know that Jason White and Castle are officially out, along with Brian Salas, Mike Bliss, Darrell Wallace, and Jeremy Clements. And Larson, Annett, and Harmon will be on the inside. Can Brendan Gaughan get a good jump and try to jump in the inside of the 11? It's been all Elliott Sadler so far. He's led the first 21 laps. Also, David Starr and Kevin Swindell will be starting on the inside. And these guys have not really had that much time to try to make a move, so it's going to be hard for some of these guys like Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon. As the green flag is back out, and Sadler gets yet another good jump. The guy who I've been watching, though, is his 33 of Austin Dillon. And there goes the 43, y'all. Really? Dakota Armstrong, and here comes Gaughan on the inside. Oh, he does not get him at the line, but looks like Larson will be getting one of his laps back. And there's the 43 of Dakota Armstrong. He was crashed on lap 1 last week at Las Vegas. And it looks like he got crashed once again. There's Jamie Dick slow in the track. Did he run into the pit road wall or something? I don't know what he's doing. But Larson does get one of his laps back, so he looks like he'll be 2 laps down now. There's Armstrong. Not a good start to the season for the 43 car. Crashed early last week at Vegas, and now has been crashed by who? It looks who's right near the crash, Trevor Bayne, but there's Allgaier. Looks like he'll be the one turning Armstrong. And he's going to be going head on into the inside wall, mainly on the right front fender. Slides back up the track, but luckily nobody does make contact with the 43. I don't believe. No, Joey Gase is able to get by. We were talking about Austin Dillon. He was getting some. This 33 car in the 62 looks like appear to be a little bit better than the 11. If we can just get a green flag run, they could get by. So that's what brought out the caution. Kyle Larson does get one of his laps back. He will now be 2 laps down. Jamie Dick is now 5 laps down. No idea what's going on with the 23. Come on, let's see if we can get a green flag run this time. This time will be Elliott Sadler remaining your leader. He's now led the first 28 laps. Brendan Gaughan 2nd. Austin Dillon 3rd. Denny Hamlin and James Buescher the top 5. What a great run for Kenny Wallace running 6th. Brian Scott 7th. Jed Burton, Brad Keselowski, and Trevor Bayne the top 10. Regan Smith, Miguel Paludo, Chris Buescher, Ryan Sieg, and Justin Allgaier. Drew Herring, Chad Hockenbrock, Ryan Reed, Reed Sorensen, and John West Townley the top 20. As we come off turn 4, can we get a little green flag stretch? We're back under green, and Sadler once again he gets another great restart. Trying to make so many desperate moves early into the first lap as we go back green. That's what's making him wreck all the time. Tanner Berryhill's coming down pit road, and there we go. There's Default going around. Mike Wallace is involved as well. Mariev default and a lot of damage on the 15 of Mike Wallace. This 15 team has had terrible luck. They've been like every single crash so far this year. Oh, we got some more trouble. Up ahead, and Casey Kane has a lot of front end damage on the 5. But I don't believe that's the only thing that happened. Dexter Stacy has some damage in the rear end of that 00. And 15D does have a lot of internal damage on the front end of that 15 Rick Ware Racing injury Ford. And Default, who's been able to survive some of these crashes, she started last, bounces off the wall. There's Mike Wallace. That's where he makes this contact, and looks like Default actually bounces off Casey Kane. Then we saw Casey Kane make contact, and there's Wallace ends up hitting Default again. So then I believe something else happens because I saw a lot of smoke. Oh, right here. Somewhere up in here. David Starr. Oh yeah, he gets turned by Keselowski into the outside wall. Hasn't been a good night for the 01. Hasn't been a good night for a lot of the underfunded teams, like Johnny Davis Motorsports. Lenny Castle is out the race. David Starr having a poor run tonight. Alright, well, let's try this again. You're not going green this time. Tanner Berryhill did come down pit road. Casey Kane has took his car behind the wall, so that means he will not. It looks like he'll be finishing 36th today. Tough pick for Casey Kane, who was, I believe, making his second start of the season. Finished second at Phoenix. So we'll have about 15 laps remaining. Here's the top 15 running order. Elliott Sadler, can he hold on? Austin Dillon was able to get second away from Brendan Gaughan. So does the 33 have anything for this 11? Gaughan was not getting that good good restarts. And how about Kenny Wallace up in the top 5 in that 29 Toyota Care Toyota? He has a shot to win this race. It's just something happened to the top 4. Buster 6, Bain. Chris Buster, your points leader, have another solid run in 8th. As here comes Sadler leading us back to the green flag, and he gets another good jump on the 33 of Dillon. Now Gaughan looks to the inside for second place. Looks like Dillon might use a lap. Berryhill has a lap pick there, but not able to make that anything happen. Gaughan will retake second, and it's caution out again. No, it's not. Now Kenny Wallace moves to the inside of Austin Dillon. Denny Hamlin now up in the 3rd. As they're chasing Elliott Sadler, Brendan Gaughan, Denny Hamlin, Kenny Wallace, and Austin Dillon, Trevor Bain, James Buster, Chris Buster, Regan Smith, and Brian Scott, your top 10. How about a run out of this 29 of Kenny Wallace? But can anybody catch the 11? He's led all 39 laps, and he has 11 more laps to go to try to get the win. Now Austin trying to put some pressure on the 29 who's working on a 77. This 29 is coming. Someone's got in the wall. May have been Berryhill who's right against the wall. There's Ty Dillon. Oh, Ty Dillon gets turned. And he's going to come back up the track into Dexter Stacy, y'all. Stacy having such a great run. And it looks like David Starr got into that once again. There's Ty Dillon on pit road. Sadler tries to avoid the slow of 15. The 98 South Pacing. Oh, Allgaier. And Sam Hornish is also involved in the 12. After 2 great runs for Justin Allgaier, a win at Phoenix, a second at Las Vegas. Not going to be so lucky this week at Bristol, and he won this race back in 2010. So it's going to start with Tanner Berryhill, Miguel Paludo. There's Allgaier, and oh, Paludo takes a hard impact. He was running 11th, having a nice run for the 30 team. That's what happened to those two guys, but something happened to the 12 of Sam Hornish. Went a little bit too far back. He was running 23rd at the time. There's a crash already. Ty Dillon and Dexter Stacy. Ty's going to get turned to 43 of Dakota Armstrong. Driver's side first. Comes up into Dexter. And Dexter was having a great run going, I believe. He was running in the top 20. Nice run for Dexter and his underfunded team. Not going to get the finish they deserve. And Saddle is putting on a pretty big gap on second place. Brendan Gaughan. This Swindell. The 98 got involved with something. Might have been Hornish. No, he looks like he's gonna get in the long distance down to Reed Sorensen. And looks like Swindell's gonna take a little ride. And oh, this Hornish, that's where he gets his contact from. Runs into the 98 of Kevin Swindell. So that's what brought out the caution. Those wrecks is what occurred. It looks like the best we can get is a 4-lap shootout. Yes, we are. We're gonna have 4 laps to go. Elliott Sadler, Brendan Gaughan, Kenny Wallace, Austin Dillon, and Denny Hamlin, your top 5. James Busher is 6. Chris Busher, Regan Smith, Brian Scott, and Trevor Bain, your top 10. Jeb Burton and Drew Herring, the top 12. Can Brendan Gaughan get a good restart? What about Kenny Wallace? Green flag is back out. Sadler got a great jump. Can he drive away? Busher looks to the inside of Denny Hamlin for 5th. Chris Busher having another great run for this points day. He will get by as well. And we got more trouble on the track. This is going to end the race for Elliott Sadler. They come off turn 4. Elliott Sadler will take the caution flag and could win the race. Oh! Sadler runs in the back of the 25. John West Talley. Here comes Austin Dillon on the inside. Kenny Wallace. Oh, the 29 got involved as well. Now they're all slow. There's Keselowski. Austin Dillon. Kenny Wallace is trying to pass Austin Dillon. Now there's Kenny Wallace. Looks like he's going to be coming to pit road. But I believe Sadler is the leader and will be the winner of this race. I don't know why Jamie Dixon in everybody's way. Just holding up Gase. There's Trevor Bain. I don't know what the hell the 23 is doing. But as far as I know, Elliott Sadler, who won this race 2 years ago, looks like he'll be picking up his first win of 2014 in the Food City 250. And it's official. Elliott Sadler the winner. Austin Dillon will be coming home second. Great race with a 33-0. Brendan Gaughan, James Busher not happy with each other. Gaughan will be third. Busher fifth. Kenny Wallace will end up finishing fourth. I don't know how that's possible if they're showing he's retired, but it looks like only 4 cars that's 3 cars will be finishing on the lead lap. But James Busher does get 5th. What a topsy-turvy race this turned out to be. Here are the official results. Elliott Sadler, Austin Dillon, Brendan Gaughan, Kenny Wallace, and James Busher. Regan Smith, Chris Busher, Trevor Bain, Denny Hamlin, and Brian Scott, your top 10. Jeb Burton, Drew Herring, Brad Keselowski, Dakota Armstrong, Ryan Segan, nice top 15. Reed Sorensen, John West Townley, Ron Reed, Drew Nemechek, and Chad Hockenbrock, top 20. And Joey Gase, Mary of Default, Michael Annette, Kyle Larson, Mike Harmon, Tanner Berryhill, Mike Wallace, Miguel Polito, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Horn as your top 30. Dexter Stacy, Ty Dillon, Kevin Swindell, David Starr, Jamie Dick, Casey Kane, Landon Castle, Jason White, Brian Salas, Mike Bliss, Darrell Wallace, and Jeremy Clements. That is how the finish of this race will look like. Now, tomorrow night is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Food City 500. We'll see you there. As here comes a celebration screen for the number 11, One Main Financial Toyota, Elliott Sadler, as he gets his first win of 2014 in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.